route than the other two. So from here, usually the last two techniques, we're trapping this arm here, okay? In between midsection, your rib cage here, and your thigh. This time around, we're going to staple. So same thing, knee on belly here. What I like to do, always put the guy in immense pressure here, collar in, hand on the collar, drop it across, bicep curl here. Now, do the same thing. Always use the choke to help you set up and trap the arms, always. So remember, I go for the first choke. I see his arms come in, puts his hands in, bring the knee in. Now, instead of trapping the arm up, I'm just going to bring my knee and shin over the top of his bicep here and staple, just like so. Okay? Once I staple that arm's out the window. Okay? 2 against 1. Usually the 2 are going to win most of the time. So now I'm here. Once I get here, you can keep this grip here to keep his back off the mat to help you maneuver him around. Okay? So now that his back's still off the mat, use your left hand now to come behind his shoulder blade and pull him into you. Just like this. Once I pull him into me from here, usually the guy's going to try to turn into me, continue, maybe even come up with a single leg here. They might try to come around for the single leg. Perfect. Go for it. Okay? Once I see that happen, remember, this arm's stapled. He's not going to go too far. All I'm going to do now, I'm going to focus on his left arm. Right hand comes out of the collar, and I'm going to go 2 hands behind his tricep here. I don't even grab the gi. I go almost like a no-gi grip here. I just grab the two hands behind the tricep and his elbow, right around this area. And I'm going to pull his arm in towards my hip here. Just like this. Constantly keeping his arm at a 90-degree angle. Now, once I get that done, I'm going to break towards my left hip here, slide my knee and shin up and over. Now, once I get this here, I'm going to pinch everything nice and tight. Okay? Left hand to the back of the head, as my right hand and elbow stay right here, securing his arm at the 90-degree angle. If his arm slips out a little bit, the technique's out the window. So make sure you keep your arm bent like this. So I keep it nice and tight with my right hand. Left hand's behind the head here. You can even go thumb in the collar if you want. If you find it's more controlled for you, up to you. Now from here, what I want you guys to do is fall to your right hip here. As I fall to my right hip though, what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn my left knee here so I can slide my left foot and shin down his wrist here. Okay? So as I fall to my left hip here, if you guys notice, I'm kicking my left foot and shin over his wrist and hand here so he can't catch my ankle. Now I continue rolling towards my right hip here. Now we roll all the way on top. Now I lock my legs here. Once I lock my legs here, obviously we're going to look for the triangle now. Okay? Now once I lock my legs here, you know, a trick I learned from one of my good friends here, Dustin Dennis, is always drop your left heel or the leg that's over the shoulder, drop that heel along the spine here. The right leg or the leg that's over the top of that one, just like that, toes are pointing up. So now if my opponent tries to posture up, go ahead. It's a lot of pressure on his spine, it's harder for him to posture up. Now, we lift our hips up, push the arm across, reach up, grab our shin, foot in the hip. We adjust, lock, and we squeeze, and we get our tap. So again, so remember this position is you're controlling the person the whole way through. That's the main objective for this one here. So again, knee on belly, hand the collar. I lift up. I go for the first shot. Boom. He defends. Knee in and over. I staple. Now right from here, lift and pull him in towards you. Now from here, if he goes for the single leg, fine. If he doesn't, we swim our right hand in and we pull. And when I pull, I want him to hug my hip here. Okay, that's what I want. And once I get him around my hip, I break to my left just a little bit, pull my left knee up, and right foot over the top, just like this. And when I get over the top, I drop my right foot right behind his shoulder blade. And I squeeze my 2 knees together. Right hand stays behind, keeping his arm bent at the 90-degree angle. As my left hand goes behind the head, I lift up. You can go thumb in the collar or just grab the head itself, up to you. Now right from here, I'm going to start breaking to my left. As I break to my left, I kick my left leg out so he can't control my ankle. I drop to the hip, we land on top. Drop your axe here along the spine. 1 and 2. Toes are pointing up. Now we lift, arm across, reach up for the shin, adjust, lock her in triangle, and we squeeze until we get our tap. And that's your triangle from the knee on belly position.